it is used as a criterion over the Torah and the Gospel.
The Arabic says muhayminan Allahi and not al-furqan. Whenever a Muslim says that the Quran is a criterion over the Torah and Gospel, know that they are lying to you, just like the Orthodox Muslim is lying here in this video where the Arabic says muhayminan Allahi and not al-furqan.
The Qur'an is not verified using the Torah and the Gospel. The Qur'an is independently verified, and then, after independently verifying the Qur'an, it is used as a criterion over the Torah and the Gospel.
He's referring to Surah 5 verse 48, and we've sent down to you the book in truth confirming what was before it of the scripture and as a guardian over it. Now the key Arabic word is muhayminan. The triliteral root is hym, which implies to watch over, protect, or preserve. You see, the lexical range of muhaymin is guardian, witness, overseer, preserver, trustworthy witness, affirmer, and protector. So, muhayminan Allahi does not mean overrules or cancels. The Quran being a guardian doesn't mean the Bible is false. It actually implies it was trustworthy at the time. Otherwise, why would the Quran be guarding something false? The word criterion in Arabic is furqan, but instead the Quran uses the Arabic word muhayminan, which means guardian, overseer, or preserver, not criterion. What does criterion actually mean in Islam? In Surah 25 verse 1, al-furqan is used to refer to the Quran as a criterion between truth and falsehood. But here's the key. The Quran is a criterion over falsehood and truth, not over the Torah and Gospel specifically. It doesn't say the Quran is a criterion that replaces or overrules the Bible. Muslims might respond to you by saying one of these 5 things. Muhaymin means the Quran has authority to correct previous scriptures. Now here's how you can respond. You see, the root meaning of muhaymin is to guard, preserve, watch over, not to correct or override. If something needs correction, it is not considered trustworthy. But the Quran repeatedly calls the Torah and Gospel light and guidance. Surah 5 verse 44, 5 verse 46, meaning it was valid and preserved at the time of Muhammad. If the Quran guards the Bible, it treats it as something true, not corrupted. Secondly, they could say, the Quran abrogates previous laws, so it overrules the Bible. Here's how you can respond. Even if Islamic scholars say the Quran replaces some Mosaic laws, that's not the same as saying it overrules the scriptures themselves. The Quran in Surah 5 verse 43 to 48 still tells Jews and Christians to judge by their own scriptures, which would be meaningless if those scriptures were abrogated or corrupted. So unless the Quran says the Bible is cancelled, this argument fails. Now, thirdly, they could say, Furqan in Surah 25 verse 1 proves the Quran is a judge over the Bible. You can respond by saying, Furqan means criterion between truth and falsehood, yes, but the verse doesn't mention the Torah or Gospel at all. It's a general term. If Muslims want to claim the Quran judges the Bible, they need a verse that explicitly says that. But there isn't one. In contrast, the Quran does say to ask the people of the book if in doubt, Surah 10 verse 94, which only makes sense if their scriptures were reliable. Now, they could also say the Bible is corrupted, as shown in Surah 2 verse 79 or 3 verse 78. You could respond by saying Surah 2 verse 79 and 3 verse 78 condemn some people for misrepresenting or distorting scripture, not that the entire Torah and Gospel were corrupted. That's a huge leap. If the Bible were fully corrupted, why does the Quran still call it guidance and light? And ask Christians to judge by it in Surah 5 verse 47. You see, you can't tell people to follow a corrupted book unless the Quran is contradicting itself. Lastly, they might say, you don't speak Arabic, so you can't understand the Quran. Well, you see, that's an ad hominem, and it's ironic because most Muslims around the world also don't speak Arabic as their first language. What matters is context and consistency, not your mother tongue. I'm quoting respected Arabic lexicons, Quranic usage, and even tafsir sources. Anyone seeking truth can examine these things critically, and many Christian scholars have done exactly that. Remember, Allah could have used the correct Arabic word if this is what he truly meant, but he didn't. So this could mean one of two things. Either Allah is an extremely bad communicator, or he didn't mean what the Orthodox Muslim thought he meant. Like and subscribe, as that helps the channel out, and engage in the comment section. That way this video gets in front of more people. You can also check out my website that's full of articles and Christian merchandise like this hat, as well as my apologetics course.